In today's video, we're gonna flip some samples using this Game Boy Advance. How's it going, everyone? I hope all of you are doing well. My name is Chris. Thank you guys for visiting the channel today. In today's video, we're gonna do some sample hunting using my Game Boy Advance. Now, this isn't the first time that I sample from my Game Boy. I did it a couple years back when I first got this Game Boy. If you want to check out that video, I'll place it in the cards. Now, if you were subscribed to the channel when I made that video, you can tell that the Game Boy does not look the same anymore. What I basically did is I changed out the case, I changed out the screen, I changed out the buttons. And the biggest issue that I had with the old case was the fact that it was missing this piece of plastic right here, which covers the AA batteries. Now, for me, I love retro video games. I grew up in that era, so I'll always prefer and enjoy retro video games. Not saying that I don't enjoy the modern ones too, but I love those old school games. It brings back a lot of childhood memories. So when I decided to change out the case on my Game Boy Advance, I wanted to purchase a new game with it. That way I can utilize the new LCD screen and give my Game Boy Advance a new life. Originally, I wanted to buy a game by the name of Golden Sun. As I was looking for those two games, I came across something that was very interesting. I bought this cartridge right here. Now, this cartridge is said to have 369 games. And obviously, as soon as I read that, I knew, okay, all 369 games are obviously going to be ROMs. But the reason why I wanted to purchase this is because it would give me that flexibility to scroll through different games to find different video game music. So let's load in the cartridge and let's see what samples we can find. Okay, so I don't know what video game to pick. As you can see, as I go through the pages, there's a ton of games. A lot of them are not for the Game Boy Advance. A lot of them kind of look like Game Boy video games, maybe Game Boy Color, but let's try McDonald's Boy. All right, let's look for another video game. I'm basically gonna pick maybe, I don't know, 3 video games, and I'm mainly going for video games I've never heard of before. So Ghosts and Goblins, that sounds interesting. Let's see. That sounds interesting. Oh, snaps. Oh. Oh, I think I could do one more. SWAT 2000 Space and Time. Okay, let's turn the volume up. I'm just going to start recording now because I missed a couple parts on that last video game that I liked. Okay, I'm going to click on this one. Yo, what's going on? How is she supposed to jump that? Oh, why do I keep falling in the water? Jesus Christ, I'm horrible at this game. Yo, that beginning part was pretty fire, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, my goodness. God, I suck at that game. Okay, I think I found my sample. So I've gone ahead and created a beat using that Metroid sample. I will say that the beat is not mixed. Right now, it's at a rough mix stage, so there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But let me show you guys what I have so far. What I did with this sample is not what I normally do. I kept it as a loop, which I normally like to chop up my samples and rearrange them my own way. And there wasn't really a lot of sample to work with in the first place, so I decided to keep it as a loop. So let me play you guys that melody. And so you guys can see my processing chain. I have a lot of processing done, or at least it looks like a lot. I have two auto filters. One auto filter is taking out the lower frequencies. The other one is taking a little bit of the higher frequencies. I have a saturator because I want a little bit more of that mid-range. The next, I added an RC20 plugin, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with the RC20 plugin. And I mean, why wouldn't I add an RC20 plugin? And then this plugin right here is by Slate Digital. It's a plugin called Fresh Air. It is free. If you guys aren't aware, it's a very good plugin that just gives you the right amount of brightness that you need. And of course, I got the glue compressor for that side chain effect. The next track that I have is basically a duplicate of the first track, but it's grabbing a certain portion of that sample. So let me play you guys that track so you guys can listen to it. This next part is like a jazzy drum loop. It has a lot of low end, so I cut out a lot of the low end frequencies on it. And I also dipped the mid range just a tiny bit, about 2 decibels. That way it gives the other instrumentations that have that mid range a lot more room to work with, and it's not like clashing too much with each other. But this little drum jazz loop was very interesting to me. I like the way that the snare was getting swept. You guys will see what I'm talking about. The next track I have is Fat Joe saying, yeah. And I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, this bass track is very interesting, and it's a concept that I think you guys should consider if you guys are working in Ableton. Basically, what I did for this bass track is I converted it to a harmony into MIDI, and it gave me this notes. Because I felt like the original sample had a good bass melody to it, but the octave was a little too high for my taste. So I went down an octave, and now I think it sounds a lot better. So let me play you guys this bass line. I still have a lot of mixing to do to perfect the track. I'm gonna play you guys the beat though. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. So that is it, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the beats. Let me know what you guys thought. Should I do more video game sample flips? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.